What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And today I've got a formation that I haven't done before. I've been through my videos and I can't find this one, so I probably have a long time ago, but I don't remember it. Anyway, it's the 4-3-3-2, so it's the one with the holding midfielder, as you can see in front of you. And I'm using my fun team. This is my fun team. This is my absolute. I love this team to pieces. It does everything I want it to do. It's agile, it's quick, it's such a good team. You know, Konate and Gvardiol are insane, and they're like 95, 96 pace a piece. It's crazy. Then you've got the left back. It's just such a fun team to use. It really is. And then obviously with the addition of Højlund recently, it's so much fun. So I absolutely love this team. Anyway, getting back to the point. The point is the 4-3-3-2 formation. My tactics on this one are balance 55-60, fast build up, direct passing 55, 7 in the box, 3 corners, 1 at free kicks. Now this one defends. I'm going to show you. So this one defends in a 4-5-1 which is pretty good in my opinion, which is why we're using the fast build up, because we want the fast build up, because otherwise, if you've ever used the 4-5-1, which I'll show you now quickly, it's not great. You know, this 4-5-1-2 is not great. It's not a great formation. You know, it's very much static and doesn't move much. And I've tried this formation with so many different tactics, and I cannot get this formation to do what I want it to do. So, you know, however, defensively, it's absolutely solid. A line of 4, a bank of 5. One super fast striker, coupled that with fast build up, is insane. So it defends like this basically, which is what you want. You want that bank of 5 in the middle just to stop, you know, your opponent trying to get and play through you. So I will do the gameplay, and then we'll jump into the instructions towards the end of the video. The first game I'm going to show you was against, and I don't normally show these type of games because they're quite boring, especially when it's like 4-4, 5-5, 6-5, 92nd minute, gone, finished. You know, they can be quite tedious, those type of videos. However, I'm going to show this video purely because my opponent had Team of the Year: Messi, Mbappe, Gullit, Maldini. His squad was slightly better than the players I have, and I have some really good players, but his squad was slightly better. He was using the 4-3-2-1, and he scored, I think it was 3 kickoff goals. So frustrating when that happens. Anyway, I just want to kind of show how this team operates when coming up against an opponent like that, and then you're going to see why I've left the gameplay in. So yeah, let's jump into the gameplay and we'll go from there. So at this point, I'm already 1-0 down, and I've missed a penalty, which is really strange. But then again, like I said in my previous video, if you use Højlund right, that is what happens. The good thing about the left back and right back on step up is you can intercept the ball with things like that. They're already marking the wingers extremely tight. So you know if your opponent's not using first touch or anything like that, you can win the ball back quite readily and then spring on the counter attack. Also, what's good is this has a natural press to it with the way it's set up, which is really nice. And again, the through ball there, not overly committing. See, I'm 3v5 or 6 there, and I managed to get the ball in. Now, this next bit is going to be a little bit different, so I'm going to pause it right here. The reason I paused it right there is I want to show you the top right hand corner. You can see my controller setup, and I've sent my CM on a run, but I've called my right wing towards me. You can see that I've just pressed the R1 button to call my right wing towards me, and what I want to do is basically create a gap between his left back and his centre back. So you can see now I've called my right wing towards me. Sawyer's carried on the run. You can see there's a gap there, and I've created that gap by literally pressing L1 to send somebody on a run, R1 to call somebody towards me before the ball has actually reached my player that it's been locked onto. And it's those little things that make a massive difference when you're coming up against an extremely good player and an extremely good squad. Yeah, so you kind of always have to be one step ahead in certain situations. Providing that that player has been locked, like they've been locked onto the ball. A quick press of the L1 will send probably the centre back forward. Quick press of the R1 button will call a player towards you, and that creates those little spaces what you're trying to, which make the difference as as a bigger picture, if that makes sense. Okay, so the tactics are slightly different to probably what you're used to seeing from me. So we've got the left back and right back on stay back while attacking, overlap but step up. I want my left back and right back to be a little bit further forward when defending. I want them to push up against the wingers. And that's where that comes into it. So do not change these to step up. Your defence will be gone. Keep these as they are. Just use it on the left back and right back, in my opinion. The DM, cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover centre, deep line playmaker. That doesn't mean he sits in between your two defenders. It just means he will make himself available for passes, which is what you want. He will run to the ball, and he's basically your quarterback, if you like. And that is why I'm using Gerrard, because his passing is insane. The two CMs are pretty similar, balanced, cover centre. Except Bruno I use on getting the box for crosses. Depending on what kind of offensive player you have. I prefer to use Sawyer as more of a box to box, whereas Bruno I want him to be in the box. So that's the only difference between those two. Obviously, you need to choose your preference on what player you've got. This is where the 4-5-1 comes into play. Come back on defence, cut inside, getting behind, getting the box for crosses for your two wingers. That is essentially your 4-5-1. And then your striker, balance with. I'm using Højlund on this occasion as a target man and stay forward. Now, essentially, when you use a target man, what that means is he'll come to the ball rather than running into the box, which is fine because I'm using my two wingers and my midfield player to be the guys to get in the box. I want this particular player to be the linchpin, the key between everybody else and linking everybody else up. A bit like old school play, a bit like a Drogba, a bit like an Alan Shearer, a bit like a Dwight Yorke, somebody like that type of player where they can hold the ball, wait for runners, give it to the runner, get in the box themselves and nick that goal. And I found so far Højlund, Werner are the two. On my team, they're the best for that type of target player situation. So yeah, that's how it's set up. And then obviously, if you don't have fast build up, it's very static going forward, and you have to kind of create the runs yourself. Whereas fast build up means everybody's on their toes, everybody will get forward, and I absolutely love that. And obviously, we've tested this on the PS4 as well, so it is on new gen and old gen. So go fill your boots for this one, guys. This is so much fun. This is really good. I think changing from target player to getting behind on old gen. Sorry, should have said that at the start. That's the only alteration you need to make. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you think to this one, guys. We are, in the middle of Foot Birthday now. Hoping to get some nice players from that and build a Foot Birthday squad. That'd be pretty cool. I've also got my Evolution squad that I'm working on as well, and that I'm going to show towards the end of the FC24 cycle. So keep an eye out for that because I've got some really nice players that I've evoed and I haven't seen other people evo them. So it's going to be interesting. It's more like a road to glory, that one, towards the end, of like team of the season and stuff like that. So definitely hit that notification bell, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already if you want to see that squad. And obviously, yeah, I've got quite a few squads, so please comment below. Let me know what kind of squads you want to see. I'm quite flexible. I have a massive, player database of all different types of players. So yeah, let me know what you want to see. But ultimately, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. You will then see my uploads as soon as I do it. I try and do 3 uploads a week on FC24, and in between, I like to do different games and things like that. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, everybody, look after yourselves and take care.